call our City Council meeting to order. We recognize our council members here. We have two that are excused attending a conference back in, I believe, Washington, D.C. And so Councilman Bueller and Councilman Rushton are excused. The other council members are in attendance and we have a quorum. Our opening ceremony tonight will be by Ms. Lang, so we'll turn the time over to you.
Thank you. And we have Troop 646 here to do our flag ceremony, so I'll turn the time over to them.
Color Guard attention! Forward march. Will the audience please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? Post colors. Please repeat the Pledge of Allegiance. Ready? Begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
2. The audience may be seated. Color Guard dismissed.
Thank you.
Good job. We usually have, I believe that the scout troop that was here came only for the flag ceremony, or are you also working on a merit badge?
Yes, we are.
Would you have one of your young men come up and just introduce your troop, the schools you attend, and what badge you're working on? And if you're not in the same troop, we'd invite you to do the same. One of the boys, yes, is what we want.
We are Scouts Troop 646. We're going to be working on our Citizenship and Community Merit Badge. We're going to get that passed off.
And the schools you attend, so
Schools we are attending are Valley Crest and Wesley.
okay. Thank you very much. And then do we have another group?
Same troop.
Same troop, okay. Then to the council, number 5 on our agenda are the minutes. For action from the council.
I would move for
Yes, ma'am.
approval of the minutes for February 25th, 2014.
We have a motion before us. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second. The motion is properly before us. Any discussion to the minutes? Seeing none, we'll take a vote. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Motion passes unanimously. Next on our agenda, we do have an Employee of the Month presentation to make. And I will be reading that. This is for Don Grew. And so without further ado, I'll read what was stated about Mr. Grew. He's the chief accountant in the finance department. Don Grew is one of West Valley City's finest hidden treasures, who for over 24 years has been tucked away in his office, keeping his finger on the financial pulse of the city. He truly is a man behind the curtain, ensuring that the financial system is running smoothly and within legal boundaries. With his staff, he takes care of all the city's major accounting and financial compliance issues. He reviews all journal entries, reconciles the bank accounts, and oversees the accounting division staff. With his expertise, he has been instrumental in setting up the accounting systems for virtually every major activity of the city. Don is also the liaison between the independent financial auditors and the city. As evidence of the pride and professionalism Don has for his work, through his efforts, the city has received a nationally recognized Certificate of Achievement for Excellence in Financial Reporting, granted by the National Government Officers Association for the last 23 years. This is a significant award, representing many hours of dedicated effort to meet stringent criteria for accuracy and conformance to national standards. The recipient of this award has contributed to significant savings. The receipt of this award has contributed to the significant savings to the taxpayer through lower borrowing costs. One of Don's sayings, which the finance office calls Donisms, is, "I'm the scorekeeper that doesn't play the game." He does it by the book, no matter who the winner may be. There are no gray areas. It is what it is, and that's it. We're excited to recognize this exceptional employee as Employee of the Month for March 2014, Don Grew. Okay, thank you. Next on our agenda, actually we are going to have Mr. Welch introduce a guest that we have here to make a special presentation to us.
Thank you, Mayor. I appreciate that. It's kind of finance night here, and we appreciate your indulgence. Along with the recognition of Don Grew as Employee of the Month, we have a special opportunity to turn some time over to Denise Steck, who is the past president of the Utah Government Finance Officers Association, to make a special presentation to the city. So I'll turn the time over to her.
Thank you, Jim. I think this is the 4th or 5th time I've presented to West Valley City, so congratulations on the quality of staff that you retain here at your city. I'm honored to be here tonight to present this award to your city on behalf of the Utah Government Finance Officers Association. And as the mayor just referenced in the Employee of the Month vignette to Don, this is a nationally recognized award given by the National Government Finance Officers Association. Your financial CAFR, your Comprehensive Annual Financial Report, is reviewed by some peers throughout the nation, and then it is judged against stringent criteria each year before this award is presented. And while you might think this is the 21st year that this city has received this award, you might wonder, well, they just have it down. They're just in the groove. But let me tell you that standards and reporting requirements change every single solitary year. So it's really important that you maintain a professional staff in order to stay on top of that. And you do that as a city. Don Grew is a good example of that with his example. Henry Ford once said that coming together is a beginning, keeping together is progress, and working together is success. You've seen retention and consistency within your staff in your city, and again, congratulations on receiving this award. I'd like to specifically acknowledge the efforts of Don Grew as the chief accountant, so you shouldn't get too comfortable over there because he can come get this award here in a moment. And the accounting staff and finance department for their efforts in making this award possible. And it is a privilege and honor to give the 21st annual award of the Certificate of Financial Excellence to Don Grew. Thank you.
Thank you. Jim, any concluding comments?
We're just very proud of the efforts and the competency that we have in the finance department. We feel like we've got a great crew, and we're grateful to have Dawn as the head of our accounting division.
Thank you very much. We appreciate the work that you do there. Now, you're welcome to stay as long as you would like for this meeting, but we also won't be offended if people have to go. We're going to keep going on with our meeting, so if you're welcome to stay. But I think you had a bunch of family here, it looks like, and friends. Boy, that was almost the whole room. That's good to see accountants have friends. I like that. We are now to our comment period, in which we accept public comment, and we have one individual who has signed up, Mike Markham. And so we would invite him to come forward and take the mic.
Yes, Mike Markham. Sherry has my address. With chickens being an issue all of a sudden, I'm going to go on record as I'm opposed to chickens. And any of the council people that vote for chickens, I hope you will be the ones that go out and clean out the chicken coops when they start to stink of the people that don't take care of theirs. I think you need to accept responsibilities for your decisions. So if you like chickens, take care of the chickens. I don't think there's something that should be in an 8,500 square foot lot. That's what I have. Wouldn't have chickens. I don't want my neighbors having chickens. My definition of my neighbor's chicken in my yard is dinner. So I'm opposed to them. And if you want chickens, move to Erda. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. That was the only individual we had signed up for comments. Mr. City Manager Wayne Pyle, any comments?
I have none this evening, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. To the council for comments? Then we now enter the public hearing section of our agenda, and we have a couple of items. We have an application ZT9 2013 to amend some sections of our municipal code. This is the ordinance that establishes requirements for performance bonds guaranteeing the construction of required improvements. In the state, last year they changed the requirement that the performance bond would be limited to 10%, where before it was 20%. And so in order to conform with state statute, we need to update our regulations, and they just went through those and did that. And so we have this hearing. Is there anything else that needs to be covered on that? We will then accept public input regarding this application. The public hearing is now open. Is there anyone who would like to address the council on this issue? Seeing none, I will close the public hearing portion of the meeting on this application and come back to the council for comment or action. Councilman Vinson.
I'll make a motion that we approve ordinance number 1417.
We have a motion before us. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second. The motion is properly before us. Any discussion to this motion? We refer to this motion by its ordinance number, 1417, but many know it by its application number, so we have two different numbers for those of you wondering. And I'm sure you all were. So with that then, we'll place this, and so that you are aware, these are also items that we studied last week and had presentations on so that we would understand them. And we come here for formal public approval and public comment. So these are not new items to the council, and so we'll now place that for a vote. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. The motion passes unanimously. Next, we will go to another item that will require a public hearing. This is application S28, 2013, or as we will have it, ordinance 14-18. This is a final plat approval for the 201 Commerce Center subdivision number 3 and an amendment of parcel C in the same 201 Commercial Center but subdivision number 2 located at 2200 South Commerce Center Drive. This is a large undeveloped piece of property, undeveloped in the sense there are no buildings on it, and those are being divided into 2 different parcels. And I believe that one was about 12 acres and the other 17 some acres. And so anything else on that we should alert the public to, Mr. Pyle?
No, sir. Thank you.
Okay. And those are available on our website if you want to see the specific location of those. So we will now open public input regarding this change in the plat approval for these subdivisions. No takers, no one here to speak on this. Then we will close our public comment and come back to the council for action or comment.
Motion to approve application number S-28-2013, which is ordinance number 14-18.
We have a motion before us. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second. The motion is properly before us. Any discussion to the motion? Again, for the public, this is an item that we have discussed last week in depth and had an opportunity to ask a lot of questions and review it. But seeing no further comment from the council, then we will place it for vote. All in favor of this, approving ordinance number 14-18, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Motion passes unanimously. We now go to our resolutions, item number 9 on our agenda. And this resolution will not have a public hearing. It is presented to us. It's resolution 14-38, an interlocal cooperation agreement with Salt Lake County to provide meals and transportation to the Harmon Senior Recreation Center. Between West Valley City and Salt Lake County, there's an agreement that certain federal funds and services will be provided at the Harmon home, and we have a contract that specifically identifies what those are. This has been going on over time, but there were some updates needed to the contract and to reflect current practices. Anything else that we should add on that, Mr. Pyle?
No, sir. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Then to the council for any discussion or action. Councilman Nordfeld.
Mayor, I move that we approve resolution 14-38.
We have a motion before us. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second. The motion is properly before us. Any discussion or comment on this motion? Then we will place resolution 14-13 before you for a vote. Those in favor of approving it, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Motion passes unanimously. Next, we have item number 10 on our agenda. For if they're listening in and following what we're doing, there's an application number S31-2013 that was filed by Ivory Homes. This is for final plat approval for Highbury Place subdivision phase 9 at 5100 West Highbury Park. And again, this is an item that we had studied last week, and again, this is a continuation of a subdivision that has been platted. This is a particular phase and I guess we could put it up, but I don't know that anyone, particularly if you want to know where that's at, it is on our website and those are available for review. This is to, if I get the right one up here, I'm trying to be too fast. It's their 9th phase. I believe that there were 29 lots and 7 parcels on 10.3 acres. The average lot size is 8,500 square feet, but range from anywhere from 6,500 to almost 1,200 square feet. And it's between some waterways or some fronting waterway. And so that will kind of give you an idea, Mr. Pyle. Is there any further information that we need to add there?
No, sir, unless you want us to drop the map, which we can do for you, or anything else. No.
I don't know. We usually don't do that in here unless there's someone here that's specifically interested in that. But at this point, we'll go ahead and move forward. Then to the council for action or comment. Councilman Vincent.
Mayor, comment, and then I'll make a motion. This is a really, this property is located in the Highbury subdivision, which is one of our fast-growing subdivisions in the city, and it's also an indication of the kind of an indication of the health of the economy too. That developers are now coming back in and asking for application for subdivision. So, with that, I'll make a motion to approve application S31 2013.
Thank you. We have a motion before us. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second. Motion is properly before us. Any further discussion? Seeing no further discussion, we'll place it for a vote. All in favor of approving this application, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Motion passes unanimously. The application is approved by the council. Any last comments from the council? If not, we will entertain one last motion.
Motion to adjourn.
We have a motion to adjourn. No discussion. We'll place it for a vote. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Motion passes unanimously. We are adjourned.